All right, thanks, Marissa. Well, on to our top story this morning. The school president of Cardinal Stritch University says this semester will be the last after more than 85 years. Dr. Dan Schultz made the announcement in a recorded video on Monday afternoon, citing declining enrollment and lingering effects of the pandemic as factors into the decision as to why the school decided to close its doors for good. The news came as a shock to many students who were on campus yesterday, including nearly 40 exchange students who are now left with just a month to figure out what's next.
It didn't hit me until I was like saying like, it's okay team, and then I was like, oh, it's like we're not a team anymore. So right now I'm like, I don't even know what am I gonna do. Like I don't even know what's gonna be in my future like.
A lot of the people here just really love, I think, each other. Everything changes in life, so just make sure that you appreciate it while you have it.
And the university has 208 faculty members and more than 1,300 students enrolled. President Schultz says there will be a final commencement ceremony for the spring class on May 21st. He also says they will offer some classes this summer to students who are close to graduating. Stritch is also finalizing partnerships with other local universities to help students transfer. Well, final salute for 2 police officers killed in the line of duty over the weekend in northwest Wisconsin. Law enforcement and community members gathered on Monday in Barron County to pay respects as the officers' bodies arrived at a funeral home. Cameron police officer Hunter Scheel and Chetek police officer Emily Breidenbach died in a shootout during a traffic stop. Bruce Harrison talked to a friend who grew up with one of those officers.
A powerful sign of unity among law enforcement. Dozens of police vehicles, all part of the procession that brought the officers back here to Barron County, where they died protecting their communities. Watching the procession along Highway 25, Jacob Cox remembered his old friend, Cameron police officer Hunter Scheel.
I grew up with him. We had the same babysitter. He was about 3 years younger than I was, and we played hockey together.
Cox said he called Scheel's father to learn if his death was true. How did you react in that moment?
It was pretty emotional. I was just about in tears.
Scheel and Chetek police officer Emily Breidenbach were both shot and killed on Saturday during a traffic stop. Their autopsies were performed in Minnesota, and many officers, accompanied them back to Barron County.
An officer has never left their side since the time of the event and never will until they are buried in the cemetery.
Law enforcement in Barron County says funeral arrangements will be announced Tuesday, and the state's investigation into their deaths will be made public in 30 to 45 days.
From Emily dancing in the football stands to Hunter at National Night Out with kids playing in the squad, this is why we do what we do here in Barron County.
Reporting in Barron County, Bruce Harrison, TMJ4 News.
And the Milwaukee Police Department plans to send their honor guard to those upcoming funerals. With 23 years of experience with Milwaukee Police, Alexander Alaya, Vice President of the Milwaukee Police Association, says it's a sorrow they share as 5 Milwaukee police officers have been killed in just the last 5 years.
What are those 2 departments going through right now today, do you think?
They're mourning the loss of their brothers and sisters.
Now, he hopes police departments arriving to share their condolences in the upcoming days will also send a message to these fallen officers' loved ones and fellow Barron County officers in blue that they are not alone. Well, there is a new proposal to allow some school staff members to carry guns in Wisconsin. The bill was released on Monday by a pair of Republican lawmakers, including State Representative Scott Allen of Waukesha. Now, it would grant school boards the ability to adopt a policy allowing employees who are licensed gun owners to carry on school grounds. Now, it comes 2 weeks after last month's school shooting in Nashville that left 3 kids and 3 adults dead.
When someone evil with a gun, intent to do evil deeds, has entered a building, minutes matter. And we need to make sure that we consider all options when protecting our children.
Now, Governor Tony Evers has already promised to veto the proposal.